Hello again, 7th graders. I am coming to you today on the Screencast-O-Matic video. I noticed that when I did the video with my camcorder, it's a little dark, so I need to work on the lighting, and I felt like you would be able to see the outlines a little bit better this way. So for now, plus you'll have these handouts that you can keep and hold on to for the outlines. So as we talked about yesterday, it's really important to come up with a couple of topics that are easy to debate as we learn this persuasive paper process. So just to model it for you, we're going to be doing Chick-fil-A versus McDonald's, and you have to pick 3 topics about Chick-fil-A and McDonald's that you can actually discuss and that you can use to persuade others. So just for time's sake, we could make a big old long list, and we started yesterday. But I have chosen menu selection, locations and cleanliness, and staff and customer service. So those are going to be our 3 paragraphs. Now, most of the times it doesn't matter in your early writing, when you're doing research papers and stuff like that. It doesn't matter which topic you're doing first. But in this case, it does matter because we want to pick the topic that will give the most wins or kudos to McDonald's. So we want to be able to kind of be a cheerleader for McDonald's in that first paragraph. So I think that the best one would be locations and cleanliness. So we're going to move down to the next slide. We're going to try. There we go. And so I've already mentioned this. We want to go with the topic that's going to work more toward McDonald's. Now, today we're only doing the first outline. And then I'll create another outline for the second topic because that's where you're going a little bit more 50-50. And so the locations, cleanliness piece, is where we are going to start. And I don't want to give the whole outline away. But just like you would always do, you would put Roman numeral 1 and you would put your topic. And that would be locations and cleanliness. Now, if you read through the beaches versus mountains paper that I wrote, you'll notice that the 3 topics that I used there were, I believe, scenery and entertainment, maybe cost. I can't remember what all 3 of them were. If you were choosing to do Domino's versus Pizza Hut, you might do something like menu selection, taste of pizza, customer service. If you were doing game systems, you might do something like ease in playing. Like, is it easy to play or is it difficult? So the instructions and how difficult it is to play. The second one might be the cost of the game system. The third one might be how community oriented it is. Can you play it with lots of people? Do you have to play it alone? If you are doing amusement parks, 2 different amusement parks, you might pick topics like cost. And that could be cost to get in, cost of food. A second topic would obviously be the rides or the roller coasters. And maybe a third topic would be other entertainment within the park, or distance, or you could do customer service. So I hope you get my point on the 3 topics. So as you choose a topic, a broad topic, you should send me your 3 topics just so I can make sure that that I know that they're definitely discussable. So in our locations and cleanliness, we want to go with that as our first topic. And so the first part of my outline might be something like, there are many McDonald's. Just in Walkersville, our school sits between 2 McDonald's. There's one in the town of Walkersville and one about a mile away. Just about anywhere you go, you're going to find 2 or 3 McDonald's. They're on every corner. They're easily easy to identify. They're generally right off of exits. So if you notice the one right near Wegmans, as you come into Walkersville, it's right off the exit. That's a typical business plan, is to put a McDonald's right off an exit. These are pros. These are the good things about McDonald's. And so if you're trying to win over your opponent, you would want to point these things out. You would say something like, yep, McDonald's, they're on every corner. They're easy to identify. A third point might be that just in recent years, McDonald's has made it part of their business plan to renovate. So a lot of the McDonald's are newly renovated. They use computer technology. Walk into the store and you actually order on a computer, and then it's brought to the front. As far as I know, Chick-fil-A is not doing that. But again, this is another positive for McDonald's. A fourth point on our outline could be that it has a playland. They do fun promotions. They used to do that Monopoly game. So this is where we're kind of getting to the end of what we were doing. And so we want to move to the Chick-fil-A positives. So we're at the end. The playland at McDonald's, there's also a playland at Chick-fil-A. So we're going to point that out in both of them. But there are fun promotions that you don't necessarily get at Chick-fil-A. Then remember that line that divides on your outline, and you should be looking at your outline. This is kind of where you turn the corner. You're going to point out the things about Chick-fil-A that are positive and negatives for McDonald's. So when we say McDonald's is not always clean, we're going to assume that most Chick-fil-A's are clean. They might not all be, so we can't say all of them are. We also need to point out that Chick-fil-A's aren't not necessarily immediately off an exit, but they are worth the drive, especially if that's what you have in mind. And then finally, just like I said with McDonald's, we do have a playland at a lot of the Chick-fil-A's. They also have a really good drive-through, so they're easy to get in and out of, and you get through a drive-through in about 10 minutes. I have sat through McDonald's drive-thrus for 20 minutes that are very short, and I have sat through Chick-fil-A drive-thrus that have about 20 cars in front of me, and yet it takes 10 minutes. So I think you want to point that out. So this is the first topic, and this is the one where we want to win over the opponent. We do want to point out that there are some good things about McDonald's, but then you see down here is where we begin to make the shift. Now, what I would like for you to do, you can use the McDonald's Chick-fil-A topic. You can also use the 3 subtopics that I created. But what I would like for you to do is to create your own outlines, maybe with some different things than mine, maybe with some of your own personal experiences. So, you could maybe tie in that you went on a trip and you couldn't find a Chick-fil-A, but you found a McDonald's. You could include that in your, so even if you're using an outline that I am modeling for you, I want you to put some of your own personal touch in it. So you're going to take this outline, you're going to add personal touch, or if you're doing your own topic, if you're doing game systems, Domino's versus Pizza Hut, brownies versus cookies, whatever it is you're doing, you want to create an outline similar to this. So whatever the topic is that you are not fighting for or is not your favorite, that's the one you're going to start with. But remember, you got to make 3 subtopics, and then you've got to create that first outline. So if you want me to take a look at it, please send it to me. I would be happy to see if you're heading in the right direction. Normally, I take a look at those at class, but give yourself, just take a shot at this, see if you can do it, and use the McDonald's outline as a model. So all of this is posted on Sycamore, so shoot me an email and let me take a look, and especially if you need any help. And so our next video then will be working the next couple of topics, and then we'll start the writing piece of it. Hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you again soon.